Hello there, Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, I am doing your love reading for the week of July 19th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your love life, and then we'll take a look at any obstacles or advice Spirit has. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, or you're resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're going to first look at the past position. Co-create. All right, Pisces, you're trying to co-create with somebody else or also with the universe, and we are going to clarify these with the tarot. But the co-create a lot of times is like working with the universe in order to help try to bring in a situation or work on a situation. So, and especially since this is a love reading, you might be trying to work, with your angels and your spirit guides, trying to figure out how to manifest what it is that you want. So let's see. In your present, we have the truth be told. Yes, for some of you, you may be, you could be single or you could be separated from somebody. And with this truth be told, it's like you don't know. You're trying to create something here, create a life for yourself, create a love, create a family. There's something that you're trying to create here, and it's not happening. For some reason, it's not happening, and it's like you get the truth as far as why it's not. Or somebody comes in to tell you a truth. Okay, so because here's your obstacle. Why? You're wanting to find out the truth about something. Your obstacle is that you don't know something. There's some piece of information that's hidden from you. For some of you, it could be that there's somebody that you have in mind that you want to co-create and bring into your life so that the two of you can create a life together. But it's not happening. And you're not sure why. You're not sure, maybe what to do about this situation. You're looking for answers. You're definitely looking for answers. So let's see what the advice is. Imagine. I get a sense that it's maybe changing your perspective about the situation or about this person, imagining different ways for this to work out. That, sometimes when we are manifesting, the universe will bring us something that we've been trying to manifest into our life. But it's not exactly the way that we expected it. The universe brings us things that are as good or better. And sometimes we're like, well, wait a minute, that's not exactly what I wanted to bring in. And it's like, well, because it's better. You just maybe don't recognize why it's better yet. Really interesting kind of, vibe I'm getting from this. Okay, so let's see. Yes, because this is going to bring you a stronger foundation in this relationship or in your love life. Whatever is going on, and we are going to go to the tarot and get some more details, whatever is going on in this connection or the connection that you're trying to bring in, I feel like you're kind of like, well, this isn't the way I thought it was going to go. And what Spirit wants you to know is, well, imagine it or look at it in a different perspective, because this has a stronger foundation than what you were trying to manifest. And on the bottom, so it's about, your feminine energy. It's about not taking too much action to try to change it. I get the sense that you're supposed to allow this, to sit back and allow this to kind of take place. Really interesting. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's get some details here. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to create. I'm gonna go get that. Okay, sorry, I had to go like across the room to get that. So you're trying to co-create with the universe and build this life. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a life of independence, of, of being, financially stable by yourself, having a nice home, working on your career. You're trying to co-create something, and maybe you're even trying to work with the universe to create, a career for yourself or something like that. Let's see. We have the Six of Cups. Oh. Okay, now it's becoming more clear. It's almost like I needed the position before the past position. You knew the story. I didn't. Okay, so the co-create. Here you are trying to create a life of, this is the single lady card. Gender doesn't matter, but about independence, living, on your own, financially stable, looking good, building a career, that type of thing. But the truth is that you're missing somebody from the past. Or they're missing you. So read it either way, right? But here, somebody is wanting to tell the truth about just how much they miss the other. So, this is a connection where you're kind of separated. You've tried to create this life on your own. You're trying to show the world that you can be independent and everything. In Pisces, you can. But down in your heart, you're really missing somebody else. Or they're missing you. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle. Okay, all the dots are starting to come together for me. Yeah, so your obstacle is you're asking yourself, why did you have to kind of like go through this heartbreak? Why did this heartbreak happen? It could be that you don't have true closure on whatever connection happened in the past. And you're just kind of like reminiscing about the why. Looking for answers as to why, that you had to go through this situation. And one of the things is that Spirit is asking you, well, imagine all of the reasons why the lessons that you may needed to have learned from this situation, because whatever you're learning from this situation is helping you to build a stronger foundation for your own life and perhaps for this connection too. Okay, so let's see what imagine. King of Pentacles, this is the female version of it. So it's a little bit more nurturing, but here you are. Look at this. You are really growing. You're going from the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Part of this breaking of, this sad energy, this disappointment, this relationship coming to an end, was that you really did need to go and get your own independence. And it could be that the relationship that you were in was somehow toxic or codependent, something there where, you were possibly giving too much to the connection and not receiving enough. And so you had to go through this experience in order to imagine the type of life that you could really have, imagine the type of connection that you really could have. Because what you had before wasn't a true love connection. And now you're kind of like maturing into the fact of being a King of Pentacles, and I love the fact that it's a female, only because these are both females in these illustrations, and gender doesn't matter, but it's really showing once again that you're going from this knight, or even trying to be a knight, right, into this lovely King of Pentacles energy. Like you have mastered Whatever the lesson is that you had to learn along this way, you've mastered it, Pisces. And because you've mastered it, you are now having a really strong foundation that will carry you into the future. Okay, so let's clarify this building blocks in the future. King of Swords. Yeah, so you could have a air sign coming in as your next romantic connection. So that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it's also about getting clarity about this situation, about how strong of a life that you want for yourself. Like this is taking your life like to a whole new level. And I really feel like, it's about, you have really built some financial stability for yourself. You've built a really nice life for yourself. And because of that, you can attract somebody that's also at the same level or even higher. Oh, wow. Really nice. Because I think when you were this Nine of Pentacles back here, you probably were dealing with somebody that was at the same level or even lower, right? And you have really mastered the lessons that you needed to, the soul lessons that you needed to learn to bring in somebody that is, more or less a counterpart for you. Justice on the bottom. Yeah, you're balancing out your life. Really nice. 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Magician. For a lot of you, you have manifested other options in your life, trying to overcome this life that was like ho-hum and step into a life that is spectacular. And for some of you, this is balancing out your life, but I also think that it's also perhaps a karmic, what you had in the past was more or less a karmic situation. It was a karmic connection to help build you to this higher level. Wow, really nice. And not to worry about that person in the past because karma will take care of that. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, Star, Hierophant, Judgment. Oh my goodness, 7 of Wands. Yeah, I think for some of you, you may have thought that this person in the past was, somebody that you were going to be in a long-term commitment with, or you were in a long-term commitment with. And look at this. This is a true spiritual journey that you have been put on. You are co-creating with the universe. This is amazing. This is so truly amazing. And you started out like as an apprentice, I want to say, like you were a newbie almost to this spiritual journey, and you were like almost thrown into it. It's kind of like being thrown into the deep end and not knowing how to swim. Like, I think that this was a long journey for you, and it was sudden, and you have all of this healing occurring. The Hierophant is about spiritual wisdom, looking at your core values, what is really important to you, and then the Judgment. I mean, this is your calling. This is, being called, and it can also mean somebody coming back from the past, a second chance. And I think it could be a second chance in this love connection, and it could also be a second chance for you. To step into a new path if that's what you wanted. It is interesting because in the present position, we have the 6 of Cups. Once again, a reunion card. So we do have 2, reunion cards here. Like, this is a spiritual journey, and possibly for both of you, especially, if you're separated, you may have had to go your own ways. You may have had to learn your own lessons, do your own, evolving, ascending, and then possibly coming back, to reunite. So let's take a look at this 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Swords with the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. Somebody here wants to try to work it out, but I want to point out that somebody here is a knight and somebody is a queen. And I feel like Pisces, you are the queen, especially, since that's a water energy. You could have been dealing with a fire sign. So Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You could have been, it's not a matched couple. You may have some sweet memories about this relationship, but you're seeing the truth in this, that you were definitely, at a higher level or outgrowing this other person. And they may have put some doubt into your mind. They may have chipped away at your self-confidence. Because the Knight of Wands is somebody that's really passionate. It could have been a real physical attraction, and you were looking for a true emotional connection. You may have thought that it was an emotional connection, but for them it was more of a physical connection. And because of that, you may be kind of like doubting yourself, like, will I know the real thing when it comes along? I have a sense that, this whole experience really did kind of, chip away at your confidence. But you've been working on yourself. You've been working towards, your true happiness, your happy ever after. And this person, look at this. We have the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords, and we have the King of Swords in the future position, followed by the Four of Wands. Pisces, this person may be coming back. So it's really kind of interesting. Okay, so let's see how that may play out. Okay. All right, with the Three of Swords in your obstacle position, you have the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the King of Pentacles on the bottom. You really want somebody that's stable. And, in the past, you kind of have this Knight of Wands energy. This is not a stable energy. This is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun with the Knight of Wands. But what you really want is a King of Pentacles. You want somebody, and here you are, the King of Pentacles here. You want somebody that's responsible, that is going to go through the test of time, that is not going to break your heart. But you're starting to understand why this, like you had a soul contract together, and the breaking of your heart helped to open you up and to imagine, a better life for yourself, or a better way for this connection to work. We have the Nine of Cups and the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. This is about, wanting that piece of information, but you're holding on to your hopes and dreams. And you could be even holding on to hoping that this situation still works out. But you're just kind of like going back and forth. One day you're like, yes, I want to be with them. The next day you're like, no. It's kind of, this is like your hopes and dreams. Yes, I want that. And then the next day you're like, yeah, but look at what they did to me. But I still love them. Yeah, but look at how they stabbed you in the back. Yeah, but, when we were together, it was just wonderful. Yeah, but... And you just kind of keep going back and forth. That kind of juggling of your feelings. And the reason is because you're trying to figure out exactly why the connection ended, or why, something about this connection, like why it ended, or why you haven't heard from them, or, what lessons that you are supposed to learn from this connection. Okay, so let's look at the King of Pentacles. You have the Moon card, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups on the bottom. Somebody is coming back in. We've had the Knight of Cups a couple of times here. Excuse me. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles here. I really feel like that's kind of your energy of really standing grounded. Knowing what it is that you want. So you have this King of Pentacles here, energy, and that is you. I really feel like that is you being stable in your life. What you don't realize is that this has taken a long time. I think you do want something from this person, or something in the area of love that is long term and you've been waiting a long time and you're not sure why. But the moon card is indicating that there are things that are hidden from you that are helping things to work out in your favor. You just don't realize it. Your spirit guides, your angels, they're working on this behind the scenes. And you just need to stay super positive and focusing on you and focusing on what is good for you, Pisces. Staying really grounded. Yes. Okay, so with this King of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, I really think that you have somebody new coming in. It's a King of Swords. It's different than any of the other energies, and that's why I think it's a new person. But there's also this energy of somebody wanting to work things out. And, here we have the twin flame card, the wedding card, the Four of Wands, celebrating, working out things so that there's no more feelings of abandonment. Really interesting. I'm going to pull, Spirit, can I just have King of Swords? One card for the King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. You know what? I actually think that this person coming back around. And they're going to, this is like a proposal card. I think they come back around. Let's pull some advice, some overall advice from Spirit. Can we please have some overall advice for Pisces? Three of Earth, Eight of Air, Three of Air, Eight of Earth on the bottom. I think there's two energies here. I think one is yours and one is the person that is in this connection. One of you wants to work it out. One of you wants to work it out. And the other one does not want to work it out. It's just remembering all the pain and all the hurt. And is really worried about trying to work it out with this person. Is, getting clarity about the building blocks. And I think, Pisces, that, if you are thinking about reuniting with this person, it's about really looking at the foundation of your relationship. Whatever brought it down in the past, have you fixed those blocks, right? I mean, the building blocks, right? Have you fixed those blocks? Because if you haven't fixed those blocks, then what you're doing is you're getting the clarity about moving forward on your own. And, this whole thing has occurred to help you to look at the foundation of your relationships, to get clarity about what it is that you need to have in a relationship in order for those for the foundation to be really strong and the relationship to go the test of time. You have become the King of Pentacles. You have really worked on yourself. You're grounded. You have built a really nice life for yourself. And what you are also doing is willing to wait until the right person comes along that is also willing to work on the relationship and build a foundation that will, last the test of time. And when this person comes back around, I think intuitively you are going to figure out whether or not they have elevated themselves to the level where this can, last the test of time. I think for a lot of you, you're going to move on in a new direction. It's almost like this person comes back around just to kind of like test how strong you are. Like, you may feel right now that you have graduated from a knight to a king, but it's like this person comes around to test it, to see, are you really king? Have you really mastered this lesson? And I really think that you see the clarity of the situation, how unstable the foundation was. And if it has a second chance, the only thing you can do is really work on that foundation, not to rush into this whatsoever, but to really work on the foundation. Passion. So this is your creativity oracle card. Passion. It will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. I really feel like this person has, we said that before, really nicked away at your self-confidence. And it's about having passion for yourself, having passion to, okay, sorry, my battery died. So it really is about having that passion for yourself, for the life that you have been trying to build for yourself, and not allowing your self-doubt or the nick in your confidence that this situation has created for you. Because that is also part of this lesson. I feel like it's realizing that you can do this, that you can be independent, that you are worthy of having a relationship that is built on a strong foundation. Okay, so Pisces, we are going to pull a Lover's Oracle card for you. And once again, if you have enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. Okay, so here is your Lover's Oracle card. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Okay, now I am going to come back to this Knight of Wands, right? I think that there is something here. The two of you have a very passionate and fiery connection. But I think what you're also realizing is that only lasts for so long, right? It's like if there's not something besides the physical, that it really has, it's hard for it to go, the distance. And you have in this, I think part of your journey here is realizing that you really do want something that does last the test of time. And you may have looked at the patterns of the people that you have been dealing with or dating or, been in connections with, and realizing that by being in a relationship that is really based on, just physical passion, that it kind of almost like, hurts your own self-confidence, because then that person moves on to somebody else. And that's what a Knight of Wands does. They're here today, gone tomorrow. And then you're kind of left like, wait a minute, why? Why did they leave? Was I not special enough? Was I not passionate enough? Was I not sexy enough? Whatever it is, right? And it has nothing to do with you, Pisces, because you are just so precious. It's this energy. And remember, we have the Justice card on the bottom. This is about looking at the relationships that you have and realizing that this person in the past, I really think they were a karmic partner. And allowing karma to take care of that situation. Like, you don't have to do anything about it except to start recognizing the pattern of somebody that comes in and, can woo you, but then doesn't really put the effort into being, exactly what it is that you want. And, you want somebody that's kind of like you. You want the King of Pentacles. You want an emperor. You want somebody that is there and will last. The King of Pentacles is, really an energy of, and I think you had this twice, didn't you? The King of Pentacles, it seems like it's somewhere along the way. The King of Pentacles is like the family man, the breadwinner, the person that, and gender doesn't matter, but it's that sense of, the head of the household, providing well for the family, being generous with the money that they do make. And, in the past, you were dealing with somebody that was here today, gone tomorrow. So, Pisces, I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation. I know it has been difficult, but the thing to keep in mind is that you are building a much stronger foundation for yourself and your future love connections, because you're starting to either recognize this pattern or recognize what it is that you really want out of a love connection. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all of your situations. And I do hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.